This is your third last one.
Let's make it this is the last one.
Okay.
Section 277, that was cancelled by the Constitutional Court as a death sentence. Your Honor, I say this as a broken man, and I say this wholeheartedly. It tears me apart to see these people in this court, knowing very well that they're suffering for something they know nothing.
Hello family, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Great Awakening. If you are new here, I'm your host, Mrs. Independent. Kindly hit the subscription button, like, share and comment on this video. I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's take a lesson. Hi family, today it's so busy. It's court after court after court. But let's go to Bloemfontein High Court, where Thabo Bester and the other 8 accused are appearing for pre-trial hearing. So, as of today, I am now calling him Advocate Thabo Bester. You'll hear why I'm saying that. So today we had Advocate Thabo Bester, legal counsel, lodging an application for withdrawal, citing the distance, financial burdens, as they are from Bloemfontein and they have to drive all the way to Pretoria, and that is frustrating for them, for their pockets as well. So in that case, then they are withdrawing. But today started with Thabo Bester, like it's so funny. It started with the drama. I'm not sure what was he doing, Thabo Bester, and the court had to reprimand him and tell him to stop with his shenanigans. Just take a listen to what the judge was saying to him.
Mr. Sidat has now lodged an application to withdraw as your legal representative. He informs me that, firstly, he does not have sufficient financial instructions, and also the inconvenience of traveling from Bloemfontein to Pretoria to consult with you. Apparently, you have indicated, Mr. Bester, please stop the theatrics. He informs me that he has discussed the problem with you, and
he then asked the court if he can be given a chance to articulate his challenges, and the court gave him the time, afforded him the time to do so. You listen to him, and I think he articulated it very well. And I think that especially when it comes to his classes. Look he at her face. It very well, but that when it comes to that other kills accused, me. where that he woman says is they something are, else. I'm telling you, they are not guilty. He doesn't know why they are there. As for that, I don't know what is he talking about. I don't know, because it should be proven by the court that these people are guilty, not on the face value. Let us take a listen to his address to the court with regard to the challenges that he's facing. Look at this, look at Nandipa's face. Priceless.
The charge that I am facing involves the actual office that I am under. The correctional services, in whatever story the media that's out here, or even an indictment, is incomplete, Your Honor, without me. And I feel that I am treated this way to be threatened from me being able to express myself or present whatever evidence I can present to show that the so-called alleged whatever charges are incorrect. But in that manner, if this court cannot be able to hear me out, or the court cannot understand from my point of view, because first, Your Honor, I'm a layman in law, but I do understand that I do have the right to speak. So I would like to address the court on the basis of the charges involve so many high-profile people that the Minister and the National Commission of Correctional Services have deprived me from every single privilege that exists. I am under Section 29 of the apartheid government. That is how I am treated at this current moment in this constitution and this free country. I am treated with 2 hours of family visits for 30 minutes. I am given 1 consultation or 2 if I am lucky. And in that process, I am kept in a hole by myself with no one on site. They have removed the EST man people that were outside my door now. I feel that my life is in danger because of the fact that the people that are responsible for this charge, I am under their hands.
Issue. I have been forced to dress as such. I am not dressed. These clothes were bought for a purpose to come to court. I had to spend money to look like this. I have clothes in my bags that have whatever branding. I am not allowed to wear clothes that cost a certain amount. I was told that I can't wear clothes that are Louis Vuitton or whatever because it gives the wrong impression. So I am now being forced to follow laws based on an impression, Your Honor. And this is not just one thing, it's several matters and several issues that lead to one person. And this is one person out of 300,000 inmates in South Africa. I feel that it's unfair. You understand, Your Honor? And I feel that I'm out to speak because I'm going to appoint another legal team, and they're going to withdraw again. And I'm going to come back and say, Your Honor, but I have the same problem. I don't have a copy of the docket. I don't know what the docket is. And I feel that the MPA ought to give me the docket directly. Because if this is the manner that I'm going to have, I might have to defend myself as a lame person in court and hope and pray that whatever facts I would present, because I have requested to the head of prison that if I can please have access to a consultation of experts, which means I would like to have a PI or forensic experts to verify if those facts in docket are actually true, because I differ from the version they have. And for me to be able to do that, I need to be allowed for them to come to the prison. But I'm not. I have 2 months left in the time period that I have to serve in CMAX. But I know for a fact that I will not be treated fairly and be released as anyone else, because there's a time period that you serve in a prison like that. There is no human rights in that prison. Jix wrote a report by Judge Cameron that he has submitted in Parliament and gave to a portfolio committee that correctional services, CMAX and Coxstar are unconstitutional. They are violating every single right that the fundamental structure of this court exists on. And I believe that if I don't speak for myself, who's going to do that for me? Because I'm going to come here and get a remind after a remind, and it's going to be as I want to debate this matter. I am nearly done with my sentence, Your Honor. I want to finish with this matter. And I really want the court to understand. My last point, Your Honor, that I want to state is the issue of equality, Your Honor. I don't feel that I'm equally treated as any other accused person in this country. First of all, Your Honor, you have the media that has tarnished and destroyed me on no facts, no evidence has been brought in any side. It's already confirmed that I have escaped, but no one knows the true facts. It is already confirmed that Thabo Bester is a rapist and a murderer, but there's no evidence. I am self-convicted. I pleaded guilty to the most crucial, or most dangerous unit, which is called the Katomena Killer Squad, forced me to plead guilty. And that case has been pending for 13 years in these courts. Transcripts have been missing for 13 years. And it goes around in South Africa as there is a proven fact, beyond reasonable doubt, that Thabo Bester is a murderer and a rapist. I've been out for a year. There's no one charge. Leonard Chauke, which I can refer to. I am not the worst inmate in this country. I don't have the highest counts. I have 3 counts. But I am the most popular inmate in this country for no reason, because of the political carnage and because of the political issues that I have in my personal capacity that have nothing to do with this legal proceedings. And I feel that I am out to address that. And Your Honor, with my last point, that I feel it's unfair for these people that are sitting here as my so-called accused to be in court when I know very well they have nothing to do with this. When I know very well that they were not present in any of these issues that are in this indictment. The people that are being protected by the investigating team are very clearly known. I have more than enough evidence to prove that this thing is much more than just an average people that are working at an institution called G4S that just decided on one day to release me. It's highly impossible for them to do that without political power, with other high office involved in this issue. I have been out in South Africa, living my life for a year. I have not violated any human, but I am treated with the utmost, even in the legal fraternity, Your Honor. It's very difficult for me.
Here you hear him lamenting and crying foul. But as for people who are sitting there with him, not knowing, I'm not sure what he is talking about, because these people assisted him. I think it's for him to bring that information as the court progresses, bring the information to the fore so that a determination can be made and it can be tested to be true or not, you know.
This is your third last point.
Let's make it this is the last one.
Okay.
Section 277 that was cancelled by the Constitutional Court as a death sentence. In my personal capacity, that have nothing to do with this legal proceedings. And I feel that I am to address that. And Your Honor, with my last point, that I feel it's unfair for these people that are sitting here as my so-called accused to be in court when I know very well they have nothing to do with this. When I know very well that they were not present in any of these issues that are in the indictment, the people that are being protected by the investigating team are very clearly known. I have more than enough evidence to prove that this thing is much more than just an average people that are working at an institution called G4S that just decided on one day to release me. It's highly impossible for them to do that without political power, with other high office involved in this issue. I have been out in South Africa, living my life for a year. I have not violated any human, but I am treated with the utmost, even in the legal fraternity, Your Honor. It's very difficult for me to appoint an attorney. Attorney would cancel a brief on the basis that say, I don't want to be associated with Thabo Bester because the media will attack me. I've had 5 counsels who told me that I would love to be in your case, but I'll be in the background. Because I cannot be seen in front, because you're Thabo Bester, the media will destroy me, and the state will never give me any work. Is that anyhow how I should be treated when I am standing in trial, Your Honor? Is that equal to any other person that is standing in trial? My last point, Your Honor, is that under Section 2...
This is your third last point.
Let's make it... this is the last one.
Okay.
Section 277 that was cancelled by the Constitutional Court as a death sentence. Your Honor, I say this as a broken man, and I say this with wholeheartedly. It tears me apart to see these people in this court, knowing very well that they're suffering for something they do know nothing about. I request that the public, if they are so convinced, and if the prosecution is so convinced that I am the waste of these people's lives, that this section be enforced on a penalty or on a petition, that under the previous Act of Correctional Services, of Criminal Prosecution, Act 126 of 92, that a death sentence be given as a petition, that the public signs a petition, and I be given a death sentence, and immediately I will agree to it. So we end this matter. I came here with 80 cars. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been having chains on my feet. My feet are ice at this point. I can barely feel my toes. This is not the way I want to proceed, Your Honor. If it means that this court can accept the petition and the public can sign it, and I can be put to rest, and we can put all this, because I am at peace. I know what I've done. I know what I've not done. I am not perfect. But one thing I know for a fact, that none of these things would exist if there was no backhand of political watchdogs that control the situation. And I humbly ask you, and I'm sorry to have the outburst, but it's a lot for me to take. Really, it's too much, because I feel that it's unfair. It is unfair to be treated and to struggle to appoint an attorney. You find the best attorney in whatever, or the best advocate, but they will refuse brief. It's not a matter of funds, it's a matter of association. And it's not fair. It means that I'm not equal in this court. And if I'm not equal in this court, then it's a waste of time to come to court. Then we might as well just sentence me and release these people, because they know nothing.
Are you done?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Bester, it seems to me that what I intimated earlier still remain relevant, and that is you must first engage the services of a legal representative. Secondly, with regard to your conditions in prison, it is for that reason that Justice Cameron is there. He's the inspecting judge of prisons. You can lodge a complaint with his office and I can assure you that it will be investigated. When it comes to the documentation, again, your legal representative can help you to bring an access to information application, and you'll get that. Mr. Mpemvane, who is standing in for Advocate Bester here, can be engaged in order to give you a copy of the docket for you to look at what evidence they have against them. I'm not in a position to prescribe to the press, the media, or to Mr. Mpemvane on what they should or should not do. Lastly, as to your co-accused, it is the state that brings prosecutions and not the court. The state is of the view, and that is why they are before a court of law, that there is at this stage a prima facie case against them, and that is all that they need. It is not for me to decide whether they are innocent or guilty. And the death sentence, you say yourself, it has been declared unconstitutional. I have no power to bring it back. One and two, the whole issue of a petition, that is totally irrelevant. It's not a consideration for present purposes. So what I suggest is get a legal representative and let your legal team do the necessary. I think it would be best, as you yourself say, you are a lay person, and I don't think that it would be wise for you to want to conduct your own defense.
So the case was postponed to the 24th of July 2024. We hope by then he would have acquired or procured a new legal counsel that would be standing in for him. Until the next video, guys, like, subscribe, and share the video. Love you lots. Keep on helping me growing this channel.